Yes, boss. Let's do it, man. Narcissists create illusions to alter your reality, right? So here's the deal. It's very important to recognize if you do have a narcissist around you. I've done several narcissist videos, but here's the deal why I said this one's very, very crucial. Narcissists are people who like to hide their hands, whether they throw the rock, hide their hand, whatever the case may be, but they're people with ulterior motives. You get what I'm saying? And the reason why they create illusions to alter your reality is to protect their image, maintain control, trick and confuse people. These are very wicked and dangerous people. So if you recognize you have somebody who's a narcissist around you, get away from them. You feel me? So here's the deal, right? To protect their image, they try to distort other people's realities, right? So if reality threatens their image or whatever lie it is that they told or whatever story they casted out there, then that's going to force people to think, which can either make people view them as no longer the good person, more so the villain. And they don't want that. So here's the deal, what you need to understand, right? To protect your image, that means you're a person, you live and die by how people view you. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is the first key flag in the scene if somebody's a narcissist, bro. If you know you're solid or you're who you say you are, you don't have to worry about what other people think about you because you know who you are. You get what I'm saying? Just like people could say whatever it is that they want about you, but if people don't know you, they cannot say that about you. People can say whatever they want, but they don't know the truth about you. If people feel some way to talk something about you or whatever the case may be, sometimes you got to look at it like some people gave people the narrative and put out certain stories or whatever their actions may have done that caused people to formulate an opinion about them. But really and truly, just understand this. Only narcissists try to protect their image. You get what I'm saying? A regular person doesn't care about how the world views them. You get what I'm saying? Let's think about it like this, right? Yes, your image is very powerful. How people view you says a lot. But you got to understand something. If you know who you are, and the people who are judging you are people who are of sense or have a thought process, then you can say, okay, well, you know what, you guys, you know how to think. Some people who formulate other opinions on others and formulate like a judgment on them, you don't even know them that well just to be judging them. Some people could have heard certain things about them and they ran with the narrative, and that's why they feel like they could talk about people a certain kind of way. Understand this, bro. In life, only narcissists care about their image because they know the foul stuff they do behind scenes. They just don't want that truth getting out there because they have a lot of people, what? Fooled and confused. Now, as well as that, right? If they can control perception or they can control reactions, your decisions to make you question certain things, then they know that what? They've got you in their hands. So understand this, right? The last thing a narcissist wants to do is be exposed, so they try to maintain control of the situation. So whatever the case may be, let's say a story gets out there, right? I told you a lie or I told you a certain narrative, right? I've been running with the story for so long. Mind you, narcissists, they don't keep tabs with the lies that they tell people or the certain stories. They just want to go hard to make sure they protect their image. So sometimes they may not necessarily keep track of the stories that they tell you. They're just going to tell you what it is that they feel at the moment. That's going to secure certain things to stop you from questioning what's what? Real reality, right? By the time they get to control you or control your perception of how you feel things, as long as you're not questioning them about certain events or certain things that happened in the past, then it's all smooth. You got to understand something. The game that they play is to control your mind. What did you see a while ago? I just seen the number 2 a while ago. No, you didn't. That was the number 5. Then they're going to try their hardest to make sure that they control or whatever it is that you perceive or think, it's going to be something that they sway you to think that way because they have to trick and confuse you in your mind, dog. This is the way how certain people work, bro. Certain people play certain dirty, nasty games and they rely on trying to gaslight somebody so that their reality or whatever it is that they saw isn't real. That's a form of a distorted reality or a distorted view. Your eyes don't work. That's not the truth. So what you have to understand is this is a part of like a longevity game, right? Because mind you, besides them having the ability of wanting to see, how I can protect my image or maintain control, they're also doing this to avoid accountability. And you need to understand this, right? Accountability is like basically saying, I'm aware of the wrongs that I've done. People don't like taking accountability, bro, because taking accountability is like forcing a person to look at themselves in the mirror or look at the shit that they've done. Sometimes people, they work well with just moving through with, I didn't do that. That's not true. And gaslighting others. Because the more they avoid accountability, the more you begin to accept their bullshit and who they are, bro. How many times have people swept somebody's bullshit or their ways underneath the rug when you should have checked it first-handedly? That's how a lot of people ended up getting into a situation where they got tricked, confused, used, finessed, whatever the case may be. The certain signs that were on display, you overlooked it, either because, this person's my friend, or, we're cool like that, or they wouldn't do it to me. Wrong. The first mistake you can tell yourself is that a person won't do it to you. Trust me, a narcissist will. So you got to understand that their goal in life is to make sure that 1, they protect their image, 2, they maintain control, 3, avoid accountability. By them doing those 3 things right there, I protect my image, I control the way that people see me. 2, I'm maintaining control over the situation, which means you cannot really question me. I already told you what it is. As well as that, narcissists don't like being questioned. Because when you're questioning a narcissist, that makes them see and know that you're starting to use your head at that point. They don't like that. You're supposed to be dumb and lay down to whatever it is that I feed you. That's why they like to spoon feed people information in hopes that you just yap it up and you don't question anything. You just take what it is that I tell you, right? And as well as that, this is very important to keep you emotionally hooked, right? So if somebody confuses you, right? First of all, before we even go into confusion, right? Understand this. There are some people that they don't trust their own mind. They don't trust their own thoughts. Some people, reality, they can't formulate it or put it together. Because I don't know if their mind doesn't go that far. They haven't gotten to that stage yet. But there are some people, they need people to put the pieces together. That's like what? Church. Let the pastor preach to you and teach you and tell you what he wants to tell you, instead of you opening up the Bible and trying to understand what's real and what isn't, if that makes sense to you. By somebody spoon feeding you or telling you what it is that they want, they're keeping you emotionally hooked. Because why? At that point, they're relying on the fact of you understanding that they need to give you a narrative in order for you to see the vision. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, example, you ever seen like a kid be like, mommy, can you make that for me? I'm not saying certain kids can't do certain things, but think about it. Some people are used to being spoon-fed that they're comfortable with it. To go the extra mile to check and certify that this information is real, they're not willing to go that far. Because why? I'm used to people spoon-feeding me shit. You get what I'm saying? That's how some people are. And you got to understand this as well. If you're the type of person where you like to be spoon-fed information or have somebody feed you information as to where you don't know how to think on your own, you're going to drown out here in life, dog. What's the purpose of you having your own mind, your own brain, and you can't even use it properly? You have to have somebody come use it for you. That doesn't make any sense, bro. So understand this, right? That can function like emotional leverage, which makes you work harder to fix the narrative that they do to fix the behavior. So example, that's a part of confusion, self-doubt, repeated explanations. So that basically it's like keeping you chasing for clarity, if that makes sense. Like, example, I'm going to make it so suave because I was kind of jumping up what I did. It's like, example, let's say somebody breaks up with you, or somebody cheats on you, or somebody does something like in a relationship or whatever, off the wall, you never seen coming, right? It just left you on stuck. Like, why did this person do that? Sometimes that's a game some people play, bro, so that you keep chasing and holding on to them. You're chasing clarity. Why did you do this to me? Or why did you cheat on me? Or why did you hurt me? Or Why did you backstab me? Some people, that's their game. That's a longevity game. That's a game that could eat up so much time, it keeps you holding on. Why did you do this? Or come back to me, or please tell me the truth. That's a game, bro. So that way, if you don't know what's going on, you're going to keep chasing like clarity, or what they call it, closure. You ever heard of when somebody's seeking closure? I need closure from this relationship. I need closure from this friendship. Fuck do you need closure for? When somebody blatantly just showed you, my nigga, look, I don't fuck with you like that. You got to understand little rules, bro. People hit the age of understanding when they're about 12 or 13. When people do little games, they're not stupid, bro. They know and hope that you fall for the bait, and you just keep holding on so I could feed you crumbs and whatever the hell it is that I want to tell you. Because why? I'm getting away with it. This is my game. You get what I'm saying? As well as that, right? Some people, they do this to reduce their consequences. So understand this. If a person's used to lying to people, or lying to a friend group, or lying to their spouse, or lying to a certain specific group of people, they've been doing this shit for years. So what's the purpose of me wanting to answer a question from you now? Nigga, I'm credible. My word is golden. Psych. That's what they want you to believe. The thing is, when people lie to you like that, they're slowly rocking you to sleep. Meaning I'm going to tuck your ass in. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. If you don't, meaning I'm about to do something to you. Think about it, right? Lies, some lies are necessary. Hello, is such and such here? We're the bill collectors. Oh no, they're not here. That's a necessary lie. You feel me? An unnecessary lie, as in lying to a person. Why would you distort the view of this person's reality? Or why would you lie to this person about this person? Because they want to keep their lying game going. Do you know that when people are lying to you, and they lie for no absolute reason, and they're lying because they can, it's like a second nature thing. I'm good at this shit. You never gonna catch me. I'm doing this shit on purpose because I have a bigger end goal. If somebody's lying to you off top and it has no reason to lie, they have no reason to lie, they're avoiding the truth because they're a coward, and as well as that, chances are they have a nasty little trick up their sleeve for you. The people that don't deserve it are the people that's in their corner. That's why I say, yo, I figured it out, bro. I'd rather stay to myself, dog. I don't trust people like that. When you get a chance to see the games that certain people run, it makes you kind of think to yourself, is having friends worth it? Is having a relationship worth it? If your person makes sense and you know that person like that, then that's cool. But understand that there are people who try to one-up their partners, one-up their friends, gain leverage over them so they can have their way with them because they're either jealous of them or they feel like they have something that they don't have, insecure on the inside. You just have to be well aware of these games, bro. And understand that in life, narcissists only create illusions to alter your reality. If a person needs to alter your reality, they have a bigger game plan down the road for you that you cannot see, bro. Think about it. How many times have you ever been around somebody that's lied to you unnecessarily? And it's like, yo, why did you lie for? Yes, some people, they lie. It's like a second nature. But you have to understand something. If you caught somebody in a lie and they lied unnecessarily, listen to what I'm telling you. I'm about to give you free game. They probably had something down the road bigger for you that you couldn't see. But the mere fact you caught a lie that you didn't even have to lie, it's going to make you feel some way like, bro, I trust you. You should trust me. Why would you do this? Because they're trying to distort your reality. I'm trying to lie to you, my nigga. I'm trying to catch you slipping right now. The more I lie to you and you accept the lies, it's like I'm tucking your ass in the bed, bro. And then when that big play comes along, however I want to finesse you, whether I'm setting you up for the okie doke, I'm going to rob you, I'm going to leave you down the line and steal from you. Whatever the case may be, they were doing that for a reason, dog. You get what I'm saying? With that being said, remember this. Words can help you, they can hurt you. But here on my channel, I use them to uplift you because everybody's a champion. Nobody's a loser, man. Understand this, bro. Narcissists, they avoid accountability. They like to protect their image. If they're going to lie to you, they're going to lie to you to alter your reality because they have a bigger game plan for you. And sometimes you got to understand something. And me being an empathic person, yo, why did this person do this? Why did this person do that? I kind of sometimes tend to think back on my mom. Yo, why did my mom try to raise me to be a dumbass? Why did my mom used to trick and confuse me her whole life? You want to know what I really came down to the answer is? Because of the way I caught on so much as a kid, I feel like now that I got the answers of what I know and what I see and learned about narcissists, the only reason I can conclude as to why my mom did what she did was to lessen the blow on the guilt on the inside of what she really wanted to do to me. Because if a person sees that you're too smart, you're too advanced, I can't trick you, you're not falling for my game, you can probably bring my game to a halt. Father, mother, brother, child, uncle, cousin, it doesn't matter. I have to what? Get rid of you in some form of way. I have to make you seem like you're not credible, like you're stupid or you're delusional. Your elevator doesn't go to the top floor. And that's what makes some people feel better about themselves. Mind you, I told you, my mom put a fat ass life insurance policy on me. My mom stole my inheritance. My mom used to do everything in the world of bullying me, mistreating me. Bro, the shit that I went through, when I sat there and I thought about it, that's the only thing I could think of. Because you know I'm too advanced for you. You probably want to take a little bit of shame out of your eye. You want to feel some way. So you're going to trick the way how you really feel. These are some people's games. You know, I know this person isn't deserving. Let me find a way how to paint them a certain way so I can fall in love with the image that I painted of them. Now I can go ahead and execute with how I really feel or how I really need to get this person out of here. Even though that person isn't deserving. That's a wicked ass game, bro. And some people, they don't catch on to these things. You feel me? So that's why I said, just be aware of who it is you have around you. Understand this. If a person feels the need to lie to you about something and it's not necessary, watch out, bro. Chances are they probably got a game for you. You probably not catching on to. You feel me? 444 the world, man. Peace.